Hey everyone, this is Gergő coming to you live from London, UK. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing. June is here, the summer is here. Happy June everyone. I hope you enjoy the beautiful weather and I hope you meditate. But if you don't worry, we're gonna cover that. That's why we are here. So welcome to episode number 21. How to meditate, beginner's guide with practice. Let me check. Yeah, all good on Facebook. Yeah, we're live. Awesome. So, welcome everyone. So in this video, we're gonna cover basic things, mainly for beginners, but if you are a restarter, if you do meditate on a daily basis, it's also good to repeat this information. So what we're gonna cover in this video, basically a few categories. We're gonna cover what is meditation really, what is not meditation. We're gonna talk about a little bit of the different types of meditations. We're gonna talk about the benefits of the meditation, what kind of changes you can achieve in your life just by simply meditating on a regular basis. And then we're gonna talk about the thoughts, what if thoughts are coming up during the meditation process. We're gonna talk about the hands positions and palm positions and where to put them and what to do with them. A little bit of science. I will give you some interesting facts. About one fact, actually I can think of right now, about meditation from a scientific point of view. And at the end, if you stay with me, we're gonna do some practice together. Now obviously we're not gonna have enough time to do a proper long meditation like laying down or sitting down and all those things, and obviously I don't want you to fall asleep. I'd like you to watch this video till the end, but we're gonna do some practice, including one of my favorites where I will show you, and if you do it with me you will feel it, like actually how to feel the vibration of your own energy. That's super exciting. That will be at the end. And I don't know how many people will watch this live, but if you will have any questions during the live, we can do a little bit of Q&A at the end if you want it. So as always, welcome everyone. Feel free to comment during the live, feel free to ask, feel free to tell me your opinion. But first of all, let me know, do you meditate? And if so, how often do you meditate? If you never meditate, don't worry, feel free to tell me. There's no judgment here, obviously. And if you do meditate, how often do you do it? Do you do it daily? Or do you do it like in a couple of, every few days? Or you do it once a week? Or let me know, alright? So do you meditate? That's my first question. Please give me some comments down below. So let's begin with what is it? What is really meditation? Because lots of people believe, mainly those people who don't do it, that it's some kind of practice that you do before sleep, and then it's like close to the sleeping state. It's like you almost fall asleep, but you're not. And then if you don't do it right, then you fall asleep. That's not meditation. Meditation is completely the opposite. Meditation is about being fully aware, fully present, fully conscious. It's like being in the present moment as much as you can and being aware of everything that happens around you on a level that you actually don't even do during your day. So that's really meditation, when you are really in the present moment, you really focus on yourself, you focus inside, you focus on your breath, and you calm yourself down, you relax, you rest, and you just enjoy this practice, whether if it's just a few minutes or half an hour or as long as you wish. So that's really meditation. And if you think about, I don't know how many of you've seen, feel free to check out the symbol, the Tibetan symbol, because the word originally means, it literally means to become familiar with. That's what meditation means. Become familiar with yourself, with your own thoughts, with your own breathing, becoming super conscious about who you are. Pretty much, this is how I could describe it. So that's what meditation really is about. And it's not something a lot of people imagine it like sitting in a lotus position and just doing this all day. No, it's not that. It's just simply taking some time for yourself, sitting down, laying down, closing your eyes, start breathing, and just having some nice and calm time for yourself in this crazy running world, right? But we're gonna mention that later. We're gonna discuss more about that later. So the types of meditations, there are lots of different types of meditations. Probably the most popular one is the guided, so-called guided meditations, when there is a nice voice, maybe a man or a woman, and that voice just guides you through the process from the beginning till the end, sometimes with music, sometimes without music. So the guided meditation, that's probably the number one. And then the next one, which I really like as well, simply the music, simply just listen to meditation music. There's no voice around, you just listen to music and you do it for yourself. I would say that if you are a beginner, then don't start with this one. Definitely start with a guided meditation, because it will help you a lot. And when you practice enough, and when you become familiar with the meditation process itself, then you can just put on those meditation music and do it for yourself, because you will know what to do exactly. But also people ask me sometimes when we discuss that, obviously it's one of my favorite topics. I know I say that every time, but yeah, these things I talk about, obviously I talk about them because I like these things and I like these topics. When they ask that, oh, okay, what if I do it wrong? How do I know if I do it right? Yeah, this is what I was gonna say, it just came back into my mind. And I always say that you cannot do this wrong. There's no any meditation. If you do meditate, you cannot do it wrong. I would say my opinion is that the only way to do it wrong if you don't do it, right? But obviously you have free will and I respect everyone's free will. But my opinion is that meditation is something that everyone should do on a daily basis. So yeah, a little bit more about the types. So it can be guided, it can be music, but it can be either just like standing, like here now, I'm standing, or it can be walking, or it can be cycling. So there are lots of different options, or just simply breathing, which is we're gonna do at the end. So we're gonna do actually a type of meditation at the end, just like in a few minutes, like literally 3-4 minutes, and then you will understand what's the goal of it. So because mainly it's about getting to a lower brainwave state, because our brain is constantly working, constantly thinking, and obviously our body, the human body and human mind, was designed to always move, to always do something. And that's why we need meditation to balance this, and just saying to the mind and saying to the body that no, now we calm down a little bit. We're gonna stay here. After you can check your emails, after I will feed you, after I will do this, after I will do that, but now I'm in control and I'm gonna tell to my body to sit calm and just do what I say to do. So that's the point of it, and getting into a lower brainwave state, which is important from scientific point of view, but about that a little bit later. And as I said, are we okay with the live stream? Yes, we are. So let me know if you do meditate or not. Do you meditate? That's my first question. So the next one, what are we? Benefits and changes. Now, there's a really nice story with Buddha. So Buddha was asked that, what have you gained from meditation? And he replied, nothing. And then he continued that, however, let me tell you what I have lost. Anger, anxiety, depression, insecurity, and fear of old age and fear of death. So I think it tells a lot, and I don't really agree with Buddha because actually you can gain lots of things, but he was right with that you can lose all these bad things as well, but you can gain lots of things, and there are actually lots of benefits. So meditation can, I just wrote down a couple of things to myself not to forget anything. So it can reduce stress, it enables your creativity, it provides balance in every area and in your body, it helps you focusing more on anything in your life, on your work or any other thing. It helps with your physical wellness and physical well-being, also strengthen your mental awareness, and it has a huge healing effect as well, which is maybe one of the most important one. And obviously, therefore, what kind of changes you can reach in your life? Obviously, you can observe thought patterns, thought pattern changes. So changes in your thoughts, you can observe, you can see changes in your body, in physically, and in your environment. So it just, I could go for ages. Guys, the point is that it's actually so important. And I'm not saying that force yourself or anything, because that's not the way to do it. That's why I say that if you've never done meditation, if you are a beginner, then start slowly. Start with just few minutes a day, start with just 5 minutes a day. That's why we're gonna do the practice, and I will give you some really beginner practices and some techniques that you can use as a beginner. Or even if you do it regularly, as I said, maybe you haven't heard about all of these that I will mention at the end. So just stay with me, and I hope it's gonna help. So, next one, what are we? Thoughts coming, yeah, this is the other thing that people ask me all the time, that, okay, what if I can't calm down, and what if I just keep thinking things, and like, okay, I'm breathing, and, okay, I forget to buy milk and bread. I think the oven is still on. I hope I'm not gonna fall asleep tomorrow morning. And, all these things, that it might happen that it's coming up. Obviously, the best solution for this is just go back to your breathing and just focus on your breathing. Because whatever you think of, like, oh, I probably left the oven on, and just, oh, okay, back to breathing. And you're already back to the present moment, right? So that's why it's important. Then I will mention conscious breathing at the end. We're gonna do it as I said. Marchi is here in the meantime. Hi, Marchi. She says, super subject, amazing info. Thank you very much. Nice to see you here. I mean, as I always say, I don't see you, but you see me. But still, nice to see you. So whenever you have thoughts coming up, maybe the best way is to either get back to your breathing, focus on your breathing, or just simply observe them instead of let them affecting you. So just simply observe them, okay, this is what I think, and just let them go, and then carry on with the meditation. So as I said, you cannot do it wrong. And that's super important, because this is the other thing. People tell me that, oh, I tried it, it doesn't work. And I ask them, okay, how many times did you try it? For how long? And they like, oh, once, or for 3 days, or for 1 week. But it doesn't work, it's not for me. And this is when I say that it's like exercise. So if you decide that you want to have a six-pack, and then you do 10 sit-ups a day for 1 week, and then you don't have those six-pack, then you say it doesn't work, right? So of course it does, but it takes some time. Like everything in life, it takes some time and it takes some practice. Maybe for some people it's a less period of time, maybe just 1 or 2 weeks, and you really get familiar with meditation, or maybe it takes a little bit longer for you, I don't know. In my case, it was at the beginning, I was just laying there and I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, I'm doing it because they say it's good, okay, alright, oh yeah, breathing, okay. Okay, cool. And now, so for me it started this way, it was actually pissing me off. And then I stopped it, I restarted, I stopped it, I restarted. This is what I did for long time, until I get to a point where I just kept doing it. And I still do it today on a daily basis, every single day, either the morning or the evening or both, or doing subconscious upgrade, which will be another video, because it's also a kind of type of meditation, but it's more deep than that, and it's super cool, but it will be another meditation. So when thoughts coming up, really just summarizing it, either breathe or just observe them. Do not let them affect you. Just let them go. Just let them come and let them go, and just keep continuing with your meditation. So that's the easiest thing with thoughts. Don't worry about it. This is the best advice. As I said, you cannot do it wrong. At the beginning, there will be thoughts coming up. I can guarantee that. And then next one. Hands and palms. This is another interesting, like, okay, where to put the hands, how to do it, like, what to do with the hands. First of all, I would say my personal suggestion is that whenever you meditate, whether if it's sitting or laying, or any position basically, do not cross your arms or your legs. Simply because, you know, we are energy, our 7 chakras is our energy body, our energetic systems, and if you cross something, legs, arms, fingers, anything, it creates a little bit of block in the energy flow, which is not necessarily a bad thing, and there are other practices where actually it's good to cross your arms. For example, subconscious upgrade, it's actually you have to cross your arms like to this position and put it down, but not with a normal meditation. So don't cross your arms and your legs, so the energy can easily circulate, the energy can flow freely, and you can have with that process. Now, the other thing is with the palms, like this way or that way or this way, or like how to put it. Again, there is no good or bad answer. Or bad decision. You can do it any way you want, because as I said, you cannot do it wrong, but a little bit of tip for this: if you have your palms up, then you kind of receiving energy, and if you have your palms down, then it's more of calming yourself and relaxing yourself and let your body rest. But it doesn't mean that you don't rest or relax if your palms are up. So it can be a good thing to do meditation in the morning with palms up, to receiving more energy in the morning, and doing palms down. But I recently, in the last couple of months, I always do it with palms up, because like give me the energy. And just a little bit of side note with that actually our chakras are obviously you know, from the base of the spine to the top of the head. That's where our 7 chakras are, but they are also at other parts of our body as well, so they have connection with other parts of the body. And on the hand, you have actually 1 chakra each on your 5 fingers, and 1 in the middle of your palm, and 1 at your wrist area. This is height 7, this is your root chakra, this is your crown chakra, and then all the rest. I will do a video about that maybe one day as well. But the center of your palm basically is your crown chakra. Which is the 7th chakra, the top of your head. It's all about spirituality and spiritual guidance and higher self and all this stuff. And this is the reason why actually the palm is where you can receive and give out energy. If you think about energy healers, for example, this is what they do, because the energy comes from here. But energy healers channeling energy, they don't use their own, but that's another topic. Anyway, so palms up, that's receiving energy, palms down, that's more calming down. Whichever you want. As I said, I recently do with palms up, but both way is just perfect. All right, so that's with hands and palms, and little bit of science. So it's not really science, but if you think about what happens during meditation, basically you release electrical energy, right? So it goes from your legs, it goes all the way up. And then, you know, if you have ever seen aura reading or like energy reading, you can see that from the ground the energy comes up and then it kind of goes back. So this is what happened, is electrical energy, and it's easier this way. So this is the ground, like this is basically you, and the energy goes up. This is your body, and here is your 7 chakras, which are, we can say they are electrical resistors as well. So it's going through these electrical resistors, and this is how you kind of fill up your body with energy and use the energy and circulate the energy even on a much higher level. And if you think about mainly the Buddhist people, Buddhist monks, but it happens in many other cultures as well. What they usually say during meditation, I'm sure you heard that 2 letters, the O and the M, the Om, Om. This is what they say, because these 2 letters, O and M, they can really create a high frequency, a high vibration in your body. So if you are someone like me and you have a deep voice, and if you just say it now like you can feel the vibration inside your body. Now, the funny part is, or not funny, actually interesting part is that if you think about physics, what is the international measurement of electrical resistance? Let me just write it down. It's ohm. Feel free to Google it. International measurement of electrical resistance. That's ohm in physics. Coincidence? I don't think so. So I think it's super cool, and you know, these are the things and these are the reasons why I'm usually pissed off with schooling system. Why don't they teach us this stuff? You know, why don't they tell us? I remember I had to learn what Om is, but I didn't know about the Buddhist monks who use Om for their meditation and what's the connection between the two. So, but that's another story, like schooling system and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's just an interesting side note. So, I just did it quickly, dropping some stuff even when I'm not there. So this is a new level because I'm dropping something in almost every video, but this is a new one, I wasn't even there and something dropped. I'm getting better with that. Okay, so where are we? So science, and the other thing is I don't really want to go into details, and obviously there are people who are much smarter than me with this area, but if you have Gaia, I say it so many times, watch Gaia, the best platform on earth, and if you search for a series from Dr. Joe Dispenza, it's called Rewired. It's all about the brain. So Joe Dispenza is basically a brain specialist doctor, and in that series, I think it's the third or the fourth episode when he explains a lot about meditation and what happens in the brain scientifically during meditation. One of them is what I mentioned, it gets to a lower brainwave state from the alpha state where we are during the day, when our mind, our conscious mind is working. So check out Gaia, Joe Dispenza, Rewired, really cool series, and you can get more information about science. And then let's get into some practice. So I know how many people are here, there are a couple of viewers. But whether you watch this live or you watch the replay, you can do it with me. So we're gonna do 3 types of practices, basically breathing practices, and it will be really short, just really a couple of minutes. So the first one will be when we inhale, basically we raise our hands. I just stay in a standing position, but if you want, you can sit down, you can lay down. Maybe sit down is actually easier, like laying down, doing this, that's not really easy. So just get into a comfortable position, a little bit shake your hands, just a little bit shake your legs as well if you want. So just a little bit shake today's energy out, everything that you observed during the day. And when you're ready, do it with me. Basically what we do is we're gonna raise our hands while we inhale, and then we're gonna exhale and just put the hands back down. Simple as that. And if you want, you can close your eyes, and that's it. We're gonna do it 5 times. Just deep inhale and then deep exhale. Okay, so let's begin. That's one, and do it through the nostrils, by the way, that's better. But if you are someone like me, sometimes your nose is blocked, then you can do it through the mouth, but I think it's better through the nostrils. So sorry for interrupting, let's do it again. So 1, and then the last one. Alright, so that was the first one. I already feel better and feel calmer. I love doing this. And then the second one will be, just open the window a bit more because I have these lights around and it's summer anyway and it's getting a little bit hot here. So the second one will be basically we're gonna raise our hands in the air. Make sure you don't stretch it or don't just a very comfortable position. If you want, you can shake a little bit again before you do it. We're gonna keep it in the air, like as I said, in a comfortable position. The palms can be a little bit towards the ceiling if you want. And as I said, don't do it like this, don't stress it, don't force it, just like being comfortable. Raise it in the air, and we're gonna do the same things, inhale and exhale, but keeping the hands in the air, and we're gonna do it 3 times, all right? So let's begin. Alright, now I don't know how many of you noticed that. If you did, please let me know if you feel any vibration around your hand, around your fingers. Let me know if you do. I don't know how much you can see. I don't bother with the camera now. My hands, but basically that was the position. So I don't know if you felt it, but let me know if you did. And then the last one will be where you can actually feel the vibration. What we're gonna do is shake a little bit again, everything, just like getting comfortable. And we're gonna do the same position. So hands up in the air on a comfortable way. And now we're gonna do 4 seconds of inhale, and then we're gonna hold it for 4 seconds, and we're gonna exhale for 4 seconds, and we keep our hands in the air in the meantime. And try to notice something, or try to listen to something when you inhale and when you are start holding the air, you're holding your breath for 4 seconds. That's when you should start feeling the top of your fingers that starts vibrating, or even in your entire hand. It depends. If you've done this before, like me, I feel it straight away, and it starts like zzz, buzzing like crazy. But if you've never done this, maybe do it a little bit more, 4 or 5 times. Now we're gonna do it 3 times. But as I said, when you hold the breath, that's when you should start notice the energy like coming inside. Through your hands, through your fingers, and your finger vibrating. So hold it in the air, 4 seconds inhale, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds exhale. So let's begin. And exhale. And then breathe in. Hold. And exhale. And one more time. Hold it, feel the vibration, and exhale. So let me know if you felt it. Please give me some comments. I feel it every single time. So these are just some really basic breathing techniques that you can use. But apart from that, if you're curious, and I hope I made you curious, then just go ahead, Google it, go on YouTube, search for guided meditations, and just find what's best for you. Because everybody is different, so just find that voice that you like, find that music that you like, but go ahead, and I highly encourage each and every one of you, please do meditate on a daily basis. And I hope you got some value from me today. If there is just one person who got any value, any benefit, any good information from me today, then it was worth it to watch this video. And if you watch this on YouTube, and if you like it, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and so you can get notified when I upload new videos. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next video very soon. Enjoy your evening. Take care. Bye bye.